Now from the Big A, so digging in now, Esteban Coronado. He will lead this one off today. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Rafael Devers is on deck. Coronado stands at second. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's in time. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 1-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder Benintendi, an Ohio native. He was selected in the smoke the other way, high and deep to left, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Stepping in, Ahmad Fry. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This is in the air out to right field. Under this is Liriano, and Reimer's got it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Vaughn Sherman is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's wide, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0. Odubel Herrera waits on deck. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. At the plate, Odubel Herrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Sherman, base runner at first. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Striding in, Blake Swihart. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Cheney is going to have room out there as he puts this away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. So striding forward now, Esteban Coronado. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. In there, strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
There for this one is Liriano, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Castaneda. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Liner toward right center. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Rafael Devers is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is high. The throw. And he is out at second. In now, Rafael Devers. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Now to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Cut hold, cut hold, cut hold.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Vaughn Sherman. He drew a walk his first time up. Cheney has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Angels. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
The 1-2. Sharply on the ground. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play. Here comes the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. One hit in the... Digging in once again, Esteban Coronado. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever...
And hold on now, that's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So a crucial moment here, and standing in for Sean Castaneda. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with two strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmad Fry. First pitch on its way. The high fastball is in there. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Sort of surprising to see a five-hole hitter take two in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Pulliam is over to take a look at it, and no one will get this one. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Pulliam is there, and the side is digging in. Vaughn Sherman, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
To 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Simmons charging in on it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called, and boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away. Stepping into the box, Blake Swihart, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0. 2-1 the count to Blake Swihart.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage. A nice breaking ball he snapped over. Or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
A bouncer up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball's going to blow right by you.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Matt Reynolds goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. A ball and no strikes. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Coming to the plate now, Sean Castaneda. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Keenan Middleton comes on. 5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Los Angeles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Holding a modest advantage late in the season, this team is implored to protect the lead they've worked to build.
We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alfonso, one of the lead. Into the box now, Oswaldo Alvarado. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this is Liriano, and Reimer's got it for the first out. Standing in, Andres Valenzuela. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now.
Up, 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 up.
Popped up. Gonzalez on the move, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. At the plate, Albert Alfonso. He went deep in the contest last night, and that misses inside. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Striding forward now is the DH, David Aldridge, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the 2nd. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Next to bat for Toronto, Robbie Monticelli. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Robbie Monticelli.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Cheney racing back. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Every center fielder dreads this kind of a play, right? The ball's hit right at him and over his head. He turns and runs, leaps for it, but just can't make the play. It ends up coming off the wall, and by the time he can get the ball back in, it was a guaranteed triple.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball runs a bit too far inside as he's got to step out of harm's way there. A ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Oh, and he misses it. And they'll tie the ball game if the run scores, evening things at 2.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
A ball and a strike now. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Oswaldo Alvarado. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Grounded back up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Franco. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Skied into straightaway right. Liriano moves over. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Andres Valenzuela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little. Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, so be it.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And this one's in the dirt. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Ready now, David Aldrich. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Designated hitter, David Aldrich.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Down the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pyle has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And he takes ball 1. Aldrich, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Popped him up. Gonzalez ranging into the outfield, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Omar Narvaez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. So stepping in, Omar Narvaez as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Narvaez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. On the right side, to his right, Gonzalez, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Iglesias, the runner at second with one away. There's ball 4. Settling in now, Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Up around the face.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
On to first as they get. Digging in and looking for more, Andres Valenzuela. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. Pulliam scoops it up, and there's one away. Digging in now, Albert Alfonso. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Belted high in the air out to left. Kyle facing back at the track, the wall, and it's gone. Into the box, David Aldridge. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Antonio Senzatella. 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Kevin Coppola earns his 12th victory.
A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
Tuesday night baseball. At the plate, Darren Norman, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. Nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Batting second here tonight.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
George Springer.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. The 2-0 on the way. Fouled away. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup. He's going to be successful. He's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Cheney is going to get there, and that retires the side. Next up for the Stros, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Digging in, Elmer Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's one hit softly down the line in left. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1-1.
The first baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And they're runners at the corners now. A ball and a strike. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Fastball, not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. And a full count now, 3-2.
Count is full.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding into the box, Willie. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pyle is after it, but he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Another full count pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And digging in to try it again, Jose Altuve. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. And they start him out away with a called strike. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Pulled up the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-1.
Line toward the alley in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Elmer Gonzalez. He reached on a single in his first try. Base hit. Didn't waste any time. Liked the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And that's in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Into the box, William Doe. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Cheney looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Into the box now, John Uchida, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back. But I think he might throw it here.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. John Uchida goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. Here's George Springer. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that misses ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. He's running in there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Very high, 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more.
Meanwhile here, the throw to third is not in time, and he's in there safely. Full count now, 3-2. Norman stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit down first, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Harper is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Elmer Gonzalez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Springer blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down. Standing in, Jeff Big A. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets fouled. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Parker Bridwell takes the ball. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Houston Astros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Afternoon baseball. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Soler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through for a hit. So here in the 1st inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
And this is going to get through for a base hit. So the top 2 in the lineup are on to start the afternoon. Digging in now for Kansas City, Rob Brasky. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1 and 4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he takes strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Trey Mancini is the second out of the opening frame. Soler, the runner at third. Skaggs on at second with 2 down. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Smokey, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was a 24th round selection. Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 2 runs. Now in the box, Hunter Dozier. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. He's outside for a ball. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Royals dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep in this contest.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
Into the box now, Wesley Ballard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 0-1 the count. Comes set and the 0-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2. So striding in, Jorge Soler. He singled his last time up. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Soler is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself the best of them. It just appears he bullet to second base. A fine play, and that is digging in the switch hitter, Matthew Skaggs. He reached on a single in his first try. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2.
Relay. No runner.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Skaggs leads off second with nobody out. A little bit outside. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. Popped him up. Johnson over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. First time up, he went down looking. Liner in there for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
A base hit in his first trip. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Simmons relay to first in time, and just like that. Leading off the inning, Lamar Woodall, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 once more.
That's up.
Here's a high pop-up. And there's out number one. Stepping up now, Hunter Dozier. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Ready for another chance? Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Ground ball foul down the left side. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. A swing and a high drive to right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Wesley Ballard is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 to count. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 hit on the ground out to short, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jorge Soler. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chalkman is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So next to the plate for the Royals, Matthew Skaggs. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. No balls and a strike to count. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Hard ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Rob Brasky. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fouled off. 0-1, here it comes. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments. Wait, anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Up, 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 up. He fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. The 2-2 one more time. Smoked on the ground left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royals digging in. Lamar Woodall 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
2-0 now.
No strike.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pyle is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. Ready for another shot now. Hunter Dozier. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now batting, Greg Bird. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. So 1-1 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Jorge Soler.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And this will be put away easily for the out. Stepping in, Matthew Skaggs, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. This is in the air out to left field. Pyle has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding in once again, Rob Brasky.
Designated hitter, Rob Brasky.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Trey Mancini is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Brasky leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Tauchman ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here comes the Angels manager now. 8-4 the final this afternoon. The Angels led this game from the downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight, game 2 of this. Francis Martes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season. And this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. And there's one down now. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
And that misses for ball 1.
That's up.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And this is taken in for the second out. Here's the first pitch to him.
Second baseman.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the behind the dish.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And this is still a nothing. Leading off the inning, Aaron Judge. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Elmer Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The 0-2 once more. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Big A is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So he's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Max Moroff, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Johnson is up with it, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, John Uchida, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Pyle sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Stepping in, Darren Norman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Line towards center field. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. Here's George Springer. He popped out in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's a tough take. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 as he throws it away. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cheney calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Here's big Aaron Judge. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Aaron Judge.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Springer stands at second with two gone. Hit in the air down the right field line. And here's Liriano now to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Angels lead it 2-0. Stepping into the box, Elmer Gonzalez will start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Cheney has it in his sights. 1 out. At the plate, Jeff Big A. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Very high, 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's even when he misses his spots, he's not over the plate.
On to first, and there were 2 down. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Too high, ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 misses above the zone for a ball. Reed, the runner at first with 2 gone. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Run. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. So striding forward now, John Uchida to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Darren Norman is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Darren Norman becomes out number 2 this inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
George Springer is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Now the 2-1. High pop-up. Chen will wait on it. And that will retire the side. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. The Angels are out in front, 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Pyle moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding in, Elmer Gonzalez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Stepping in now, Jeff Bigay. First pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Here's Max Moroff standing in. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Pyle is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Now to the plate, John Uchida. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. Let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Bobby Nolo will come on.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Halos took the